Hello everybody, welcome to Keyneron Skills. Today I'm going with something that is hideous, horrible, nasty, and cheap. It's called a Brussels sprout. Now, if I had the time, I would wrap every single one of these in bacon, but I don't have the time. And I was looking for something really quick that I could put together, that I could throw onto the baking sheet and basically have some delicious stuff. So, well, the first thing is, here's the Brussels sprout, here's the bottom of the Brussels sprout. Okay, the bottom of the Brussels sprout here, I'm going to remove that. So I've cut off one end of the Brussels sprout. It's gone. Now, I'm just going to peel off some of these leaves. You know, if some of the leaves aren't as good, it's just a mini cabbage. That's all it is. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. People who want them whole, everything, you want to boil them or something, steam them real quick. You just score it. And what scoring is you're just going to cross-hatch. Make one snap there. One snap there. Okay, and that's going to basically be a good way to cook a Brussels sprout if you're going to steam it or this. But I'm not. I'm going to put this thing in the oven, and I am going to cut them once like that, and then I'm going to cut it in half again. So I've got two halves of Brussels sprouts, or two tiny little cabbages. So this is what I'm going to do with it, though. This is just giving you an idea. You can do whatever you want with it. I am going to use today honey. I am going to use today garlic. Yeah, there's garlic somewhere in there. Garlic. I'm going to use a balsamic vinegar. And then I'm going to use just a little bit of olive oil here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash that stuff up. I'm going to start with the garlic, okay? I'm going to smash it. Now, look, several ways to do garlic. I put it on the cutting board, smash it. It's smashed. I take out the garlic. I chop that up a little bit. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to make kind of a vinaigrette because I've got the stuff such as the vinegar, balsamic vinegar right here. Okay, that's going in. The next thing I'm going to do is I have got garlic and balsamic vinegar. So I've already got a good start to the vinaigrette. I want it to be a little thicker, and that's why I'm going to add the honey. I want it to coat. So the vinaigrette, without the honey, it's not going to coat these things. And what eventually is going to happen to these Brussels sprouts is I'm going to cut them in half. Then I'm going to put them in the bowl with the vinaigrette that I made with honey, garlic. Oh yes, I'm also going to add some black pepper because right now you really got to do some stuff to gussy up these Brussels sprouts because they are kind of nasty. It's the only vegetable I used to gag on when I was a kid. Also going to use salt. Okay, so I've got salt, I've got that. Kind of looks like that. Then I'm going to throw in a little bit of olive oil. Again. Then I'm going to use a whisk. And that's it. I'm going to put the oven on to a pretty nice, decent temperature, about 350. And I'm going to put all these Brussels sprouts in there. And I'm going to roast them until they look like they're done and delicious, right? And trust me, the more you roast them, probably the better they are. And these little leaves that fall off, it's just like little kale, whatever. It's okay to have those things. They're kind of actually good. I've never tried this, but I think if you could take all the leaves off of these things and individually make chips out of them, they'd probably be pretty damn good. Which can say, for me to say anything about a Brussels sprout and the word good in the same sentence is those Brussels sprouts are kind of disgusting. There are several ways and they're good for you. The other thing I forgot to tell you, they're good for you because they are what they call a cruciferous or cutiferous, I don't know, some fancy word for like cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. And a lot of people say, hey, eat these things, they're good for you. And you know what? In place of some onion rings, in place of, there's a whole bunch of other things out there that I could put these in place of, like the garlic toast at certain restaurants. You know, this is just wholesome, good stuff, good eats. And once again, I've controlled what's going into my food. I know exactly what is in here. All these ingredients are, you know, They're wholesome, they're pure. Okay, so here I've tossed them like that, and I'm gonna roast them. 5 minutes out, bam. Now all you gotta do is figure out how to roast them. Seek someone else for that one. I'm not the guy.